She asks, how do I apply this to starting a new business when you've been stuck in survival mode for so long and she's still afraid? And honestly, that question is the core of what every woman who's awakening to her feminine power faces. Because when you lived in survival mode for too long, your body does not trust peace and it does not trust ease. You've been conditioned to believe that struggle is safety and that chaos means control, and that rest equals danger. So when you want to grow something new or start something new, a business, a dream, a new relationship, your old identity still whispers. Your old programming will still whisper to you. What if I lose everything again? What if it doesn't work? What if I can't sustain it? What if I lose myself in it again? But you must understand you cannot create a new reality while vibrating at the frequency of your old one. If you try to build your dream from survival energy, you'll only recreate struggle because you're building from fear and not faith. And feminine creation, real creation, does not come from control, it comes from alignment. That's why it's so much more easier to quantum leap and expand your income when you're building something from your soul's alignment. Think about it like this: when you plant a seed in dry soil, no matter how much sunlight you give it, it will not grow. But when you soften the soil, water it, and create the right environment, the seed will grow. It will grow naturally. You just have to be patient, but it always grows and it will bloom. So that's what healing your nervous system does. It creates an environment where your feminine, your creativity, and your intuition can finally grow, and it will flow very smoothly. Let me give you an example. When I started building for my feminine, I had to unlearn this belief that I had to earn everything through struggle. I used to wake up anxious, check my phone, force ideas, post just to pose, and like nothing flowed. Nothing flowed. The reason why nothing flowed was because my energy was saying I'm doing this from fear. But the moment I slowed down and I started listening to what felt good, and I trust my timing, and I also studied myself, I look back at myself and I've always seen what I'm good at. What I show up on here and I talk to you guys about, I've been doing this naturally with my friends and in my circle for years. And like, I'm that person that my friends always go to when they need some real raw advice, or like some mental work, or some like thinking bigger, being better. I'm that person they'll call and ask for advice to. So I'm like, this is just engraved in me. And I recall, like, even being younger, I remember being in kindergarten, they asked me what I wanted to be, and I said a teacher. And my soul always known that I'm meant to teach other from my experience, from my knowledge, from everything I know, from my old wise intuition and like wisdom that I naturally am born with. The right ideas, the right clients, and money just started finding me. Why? Because I'm living from something that I know is my calling. Because it because there's less resistance. It's easier. Yes, there will be challenges and everything. Yes, you have to be disciplined, and yes, you have to show up and do the work. But things will flow easier, and you're gonna feel the difference. And the reason you feel the difference is because you're not chasing anymore and you're aligned. So how do you apply this when you're still afraid? Start where you are. Don't try to fix fear. You have to work through that fear, and you have to unprogram yourself when those thoughts come, because those are thoughts. And you cannot identify with those thoughts. Don't feed them, don't buy into them, and don't live into them. Just don't build from fear. When the fear shows up, say this: I see you, and I honor you, and I respect you, but I don't have to live by that anymore. You have to treat fear, think about fear like this. Start treating fear like a very scared little girl and little boy, and like you just hold its hand, and like think about you nurturing it instead of you like causing more resistance with the fear. Affirm it, say, hey, you don't have to live like that no more, okay? That's how you're gonna go about it. And it comes with the thoughts in your brain, okay? What I also want you to do is you're gonna do one thing each day do one thing each day that feels safe, expansive, or exciting. And not because it makes sense, but because it feels aligned. And that feeling, that alignment is how you shift your vibration from survival to creation. And that is the whole purpose of the feminine reset. It's not about pretending to be soft. It's about healing the parts of you that never felt safe enough to be. Because once your nervous system feels regulated and once your body feels safe and remembers what safety looks like, you start making choices and decisions from peace instead of panic. And that's when your business, that's when your dreams, and that's when your partner you desires starts to unfold effortlessly. When you're not looking for it, you're just living from alignment, so it comes to you. Money starts to flow, ideas start to download faster, and people notice your energy shift, and you'll notice how you attract differently, and people will gravitate differently towards you. You start gravitating different types of people because you're no longer building from fear, you're building from feminine truth. And that's the difference between survival and expansion. That is the feminine reset. And if you need a reset, check out my ebook. It will help you. It will ask you, it will go deep with you. It will ask you deep, raw questions and help you learn more about yourself so you can notice your patterns, so you can change them, so you can live more aligned. I hope this helped. I love you guys. Happy hump day. Mwah. Bye.